Gladys, thanks for making the time to come and see me today and to catch up.
That's okay.
How are you going?
Not bad, not bad.
Okay.
I'm not enjoying it, you know. The hospital people are lovely, you know, and they try to entertain you and things, and I worry about my husband Rex because he's on his own, and I do most of the stuff at home, and I don't know whether he'll remember to do anything, you know.
Okay.
And he suffers a lot from arthritis, so I always have to watch out for him when we go out, you know, because he tends not to look where he's going, so he trips up. And if I'm not there, I'm worried that he'll have a fall somewhere and break something. And, you know, I just, you know, and I miss being with him.
You've had some big changes, haven't you, Gladys, in the last few weeks?
Yes, I have, because, you know, I'm used to being busy in the village. I get involved in a lot of things there.
Yeah.
You know, I do the gift table there and organise getting the money and delivering the gifts, but who's going to do it if I'm not there, because nobody else seems to want to do anything like that, you know? And I don't know.
Gladys, it's been a huge change for you, hasn't it?
Yes.
Since you had that stroke, now you've ended up needing more care, and so that's why you're here with us. And it sounds like you've been very active and busy in your life, and that's, you're not able to do those things anymore.
This is right. I mean, I make my own birthday cards and Christmas cards, and now I can't do that because I'm right-handed, you know. I don't know who's going to do the cooking when I am going to get back home, aren't I?
Gladys, you know, we need to see how things go. It sounds like being at home with Rex is something that's really important to you.
Oh yes, I can't even begin to imagine not being there with him, you know, and I worry about him being on his own all the time. He'll be so lonely. I might not get back home again.
You've obviously thought about that.
I have, a lot.
What if you couldn't get back home?
Exactly. I worry that, you know he could get meals delivered. What's he going to do all day on his own? I mean, we do everything together, always.
Do you know, maybe that's something that we can follow up with him.
That would be good.
Yeah, and make sure that his needs are taken care of as well.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Leave that with me and I'll let you know how we've got on and what's happening.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I would appreciate that.
All right, we can do that. That's not a problem.
Okay.
So Gladys, just going back to thinking about what's important to you, what you're saying to me is if you could get back on your feet and get back home, that would be your ideal scenario.
Yes, definitely, and get back to a normal life again. Am I going to be able to do things that I used to do, or am I going to be unable to? See, at the moment I can't shower or dress myself properly. I can't expect my husband Rex to do it, can I?
So I guess that's why you're with us, so we can help you with those things.
Yeah.
So getting back on your feet is important to you.
Yes, yeah.
But Gladys, have you thought, I know you don't want to consider this scenario, but what about if things didn't quite get back to how you'd like?
I don't want to think about it, actually. I've never had any real problems, and this has really thrown me. The thought of having another stroke scares the hell out of me.
I wonder whether it would be really helpful for all of us to start thinking about those things that would be important to you and to Rex if your health did change. Because one of the things that you've said is that stroke happened out of the blue.
Yes,
you were
it did.
well, and you're worried about what happens if it happened again, if you had another stroke.
Right.
Part of taking away, or at least easing some of that worry, is about making some plans around those things.
What sort of plans can I make?
Well, I'm thinking about how you would want us to respond if you were very unwell, if something happened, how you'd want to be cared for if you couldn't speak to us and tell us.
If I had another stroke and I got worse and couldn't talk or anything, I just wouldn't want to be here.
Okay.
Because I think Rex would upset him even more, and I couldn't bear the thought of him just watching me like that. That would be horrible. It's like looking at a vegetable. I don't want to be like that. I couldn't cope with that. I don't want to be like that. I couldn't cope with that.
You wouldn't want to be a vegetable,
no.
Is that what you're saying?
No. I couldn't bear the thought I'd want somebody to pull the plug. The thought of just lying there, not being able to do anything, or being with Rex, or I mean, what would there be for me? I mean, if I'm going to be just lying there day in and day out, what is the point?
Okay, so am I right? Let me just help me to understand what you mean by that. So if you were not able to do anything for yourself?
Exactly.
And not able to interact with people?
Yeah, I couldn't cope with that.
Okay.
And as I say, I'd want either to have another stroke and that's it, finished.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
I don't want anybody to try and resuscitate me or try and do anything, because I couldn't cope with that.
Okay.
And I don't think Rex could. It wouldn't be fair.
All right. So if you were ever in that situation, then what you're saying to me is that you wouldn't want us to try to pull you out of it so that you could exist.
I mean, what sort of a life would I have? And what life would Rex have?
Okay.
It would be worse than if I went suddenly. That would be it.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I can't even begin to think about that.
Do you know, that's really helpful for us to know that, because everyone likes different things. Can I just summarise what I've heard from you about what's important? Because I wonder whether we might, if you're agreeable, if I can write some of these things down, so that we're all on the same page, because you've shared some valuable information.
Yeah, no,
so
that would be good.
The things that are important to you are, you're worried about Rex.
Oh yes.
And he's the most important person in your life.
He is. I mean, I don't have any other family, you see.
Yeah. You really, if you possibly could, you'd want to get back on your feet and back into your cottage.
Yes, I do.
And you want to get back into what you were doing in the village.
Yeah,
with the
I do, because I love
table.
socialising we've made a lot of friends in the village, you know, and I organise street parties so that we can all, because, you know, neighbours, we're all busy, and so I try to organise a street party every now and again so that we can all sit down together.
So being part of that village is really
wonderful.
To you.
It's wonderful there, you know.
And what else you've shared with me is if you had another stroke or something equally as serious and you were not expected to recover, then you wouldn't want to
I don't want anybody to make an effort to try and bring me back, because I can't see me. If I had another stroke or anything like that, I'd be worse than I am now.
Okay.
And I just couldn't cope with that.
And what you couldn't cope with is the not being able to do anything for yourself.
Exactly.
And not being able to interact with people.
Exactly, you know, and I don't want Rex having to do things for me, because I don't think he'd be able to.